I just think Little Caesars has the best pizza.
We're gonna have this conversation again.
I think it's time after 26 episodes. Little Caesar is supreme.
I mean, I would say they used to be supreme because they used to be affordable.
But the Caesars is the best price to pizza ratio
Right now, because Pizza Hut sucks. Anyways.
Pizza Hut has always sucked.
Pizza Hut is a hit or miss. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Raptorstrike Podcast, and Happy New Year's, everybody. It is New Year's. It is 2022, as Noah said earlier. He was saying 2022.
2022.
I went back in time.
Back in time. But happy 2024, everybody. Man, we haven't seen y'all since last year. Man, that's crazy. But as always, it is your boy, Joey Shimoe, a.k.a. Joey. To my right, we have
Raptor Man 5.0, as always.
To my front,
Not Raptorman 5.0.
not Raptor Man 5.0.
Hold on.
What is up, everybody? How was y'all's New Year's? How was y'all's week? I mean, this week was like the official true reset. If you're trying to like start something, your year ended on a Sunday, your year started on a Monday, so that is like a reset at its finest.
Fully sent.
But at work, my Mondays are Saturdays. The week restarts on Saturday.
True. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? How are y'all doing? How's y'all's night going?
Allergies got me good.
Allergies?
Yeah,
I see that.
really bad.
Yeah,
Like, it
right
look-
before the podcast.
It looks like I've been crying for like the past 24 hours, and my
Yeah,
eyes are
you have.
puffy. Oh,
because he has.
yeah, I didn't have to throw him under the bus. Like
Kind of. He's still crying.
still
crying.
He's still crying
He's
about it.
still crying. But yeah, as always, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like. Don't forget to drop that like button on the floor.
One
and
like.
just stomp the bananas out of it. Just happy hat.
Happy
But
New Year.
we'll get right into it. Starting off, of course, everybody's week. How was y'all's doing? Mine was pretty good. What did I do this week? I know y'all will talk about it in a bit, but my Sunday, the 31st, was pretty cool. I saw Aquaman. The new Aquaman
Aquaman?
sucked.
Really?
It was not good.
What did I tell you?
I like the
What'd I tell
first
you?
one.
I didn't
the
need to
first
see
one
it to tell you that it
was
wasn't good.
really good. I loved the first one.
Okay.
Right? This
Then
second
what?
one, pacing, it did what I think Thor Love and Thunder did wrong. Where it did overly they tried to put humor where humor didn't work.
They pushed too hard into the humor aspect of it.
Yeah, like with Thor, Ragnarok did amazing and it was so funny. But Love and Thunder, I'm like, you don't need to be laughing right now. You don't need to be making a joke. That's what Aquaman did. He was joking too much. There was no like, hey, this is a serious moment. And the pacing was off. It was dumb. But apparently this was like the last time we'll see Jason Momoa, because this was the last movie in the DCEU. Before James Gunn's DCU, and that's not starting until 2025. So all this papas.
So it's just end of timeline.
It's end of timeline. The reset was the Flash. The Flash was really good. Hello, Pam. Saul.
Saul.
No, you should have put my name Sal.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
But yeah, that was not that good of a movie.
Should have saw the
I
Iron
should
Claw.
have saw Iron Claw. No, get away. I was gonna do that. I was gonna no, I really want to see Iron Claw. Other than that, it would just work this week. We're getting ready for Q1 of quarter of year 2024, the year of our Lord. But yeah, that was pretty much it this week. I didn't do anything fancy schmancy. Yeah, what about y'all's?
New Year's for us, or
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve on the 31st.
31.
Sal and I actually went out to do a trail here in North San Antonio,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. But it was also like you were nervous the entire time because you'd watch other people get stuck, and you're like, oh man, like. And they apparently are like experienced. They had modified vehicles, and they just kept getting stuck. But then it was our turns, and we just went boop, up and over, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
the Raptor being completely stock on the suspension. I mean, it could have done more.
and mine being modified, but
Wide wheelbase.
yeah, wide wheelbase, and it's good. I'm happy with it.
The rest of the I think there was like 12 vehicles that were out there.
There was a bunch of 4Runners and Tacomas.
Uh-huh.
That's the obvious one.
Couple Lexuses, which are
Yeah, there was a Lexus,
That's like the GX or something.
couple
like that?
Lexuses, the GXs, I think an LX, and then there was like an actual Land Cruiser, which was like
decked
A1,
out. Yeah.
like
What's the Land
full
Cruiser?
off road. The bigger one.
Oh,
But it's also
Toyota.
Toyota, right?
Toyota, yeah.
Toyota. Oh,
And
so it's the
then,
bigger
uh,
RAV4?
No.
It's
Bigger Tacoma?
it's a bigger 4Runner.
If I were you, I'd Google it.
Yeah. Well, bring
But,
up a picture.
It's their biggest SUV, but it's like built to be an off-roader. That, and then there was us with the F-150s, and then there was
Yeah, brother.
and then there was another guy with a Silverado.
And one of the cool ones that we saw was the Rivian.
Oh yeah, the Rivian guy. That guy was fun.
He was a really cool dude. The thing that I liked the most about him was that he understood he had something that nobody else has ever really seen or be able to get up to close to. So
He was like, "Yeah, go look at it."
yeah, he's like, just go look at it.
Well, we waited for the 4Runners to get unstuck. We were just kind of sitting
the
there.
most shade this guy can throw out while we were waiting for the 4Runner.
Yeah, well, we were waiting for the 4Runners to get unstuck. Like, we looked at the Rivian.
What's special about the Rivian? Like what's the
Full electric.
It's a full electric truck that can somehow manage to do those kinds of trails.
And can lift and lower itself.
Yeah, like
So
10
he
inches.
showed up. He showed up.
It's a lot of inches.
Yeah,
Too many.
many inches.
He showed up and he was like really close to the ground.
Yeah,
And all of us were like,
that guy's gonna get stuck.
don't
and then the
know.
truck went.
yeah. We're like, how are you gonna do the? And he's like, no, I've done trails all the time. Like this truck's really cool. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. Look, and he went inside. He pressed the button, and the whole truck like rose.
You just saw the truck go. Tss, tss.
Yeah, it was really cool. But I was behind him in the trail, so I haven't looked at the Did the GoPro footage come out
I
yet?
haven't even touched the GoPro.
Well, that doesn't help. But we have GoPro footage, and he was in front of me for most of the time, so I made sure to go up to him and I was like, hey man, we post on YouTube and on social media, are you cool if I use this footage because you're the first truck right in front of me? And he's like, oh yeah man, don't worry about it, like if you have any cool footage, if you can send it to me, like that's all he asked for. But he was a really cool guy because he knew that he had something that you haven't really seen. And
there was supposed to be another Raptor going, but the guy ended up not going.
Yeah, well, they were telling me that I was like one of the first Raptors to be out there with them.
Apparently.
So that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, it's like outlandish. The anime Raptor just confused. And, we're waiting at the starting area, and then immediately everybody parks, and all you hear is like psh from everybody.
Tires being deflated.
Yeah, everyone was deflating their tires, and then you got to me, and I'm like,
nah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm like, I even aired down because I was like, everybody else is airing down. I have a stock F-150.
You went down to like 20 on the back and 25 on the front.
Yeah. I only 25 on the front because I ran it.
Yeah. Actually, where the Forerunners were getting stuck, once I got up and over, one of them asked me like, hey, how much did you air down your tires? And I was like, I didn't. They are ready to hit the road and get my butt home. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, I did like this rock climb. I don't know, like a vertical wall or a wall climb. What is it even called?
The giant ramp?
Yeah, the one that's basically you're almost vertical. That very first one that you did that little loop.
Which one?
Well, the one that you passed, you're like, I'm not doing it.
Oh, the hill climb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a hill climb.
Yeah, just a little rocky hill climb.
Yeah, but it was.
You did that one and think that your truck did really good. I just wasn't about to put my truck through that.
I was scared.
It seemed like Sal's was taking it like a champ though. Like you're just
Yeah, on the rock climbs. I mean, our trucks did basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, our suspension is very close. The only difference is the front that has a lot less travel on my truck. But the front doesn't do much anyways. It's the rear that kind of does all the work.
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, I would totally want to go. I wasn't able to go to this one.
Oh, you know why? You know why?
I saw Aquaman.
He saw Aquaman.
No, but I definitely want to go with y'all next time. That looked fun. And then Noah was telling me how they were like, have you ever done anything like this before? And Noah's like,
no.
I said no, but we've jumped the truck. Like it's our race truck. And they're like, what? What do you mean? Like, yeah, I've never
been this high off the.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, none of us would even dare try to jump our vehicles. But
I feel like rock crawling is like more technical than anything, right? Because I saw Noah showing me pictures, and like with Raptors on the Ranch and off-road, you just send it, right? You're getting a feel of the track.
At most, you're doing math to see how fast you got to take that jump.
Yep.
But then you got to calculate where your tires are.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
How fast you're gonna go a bit.
It's like a whole thing because it's not just you. Well, this time it wasn't, but like it's not just you. You have a bunch of spotters, and I saw they were moving rocks or something like that. What was that?
So they were stacking rocks up to be able to climb up that initial rock climb because
like pebbles.
Well,
like
so like they're moving them so that way. So the main reason why we weren't getting stuck is because we have a wider wheelbase.
What does that mean?
Meaning that
our trucks are wider.
Well, where the tires sit side to side, ours are wider, meaning it's got more of a bulldog stance.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Toyotas are a lot thinner, so they tend to fall into those valleys of big rocks and boulders, so they can't get traction, or you'll have three wheels up or one's touching and one's not. Well, of course,
what was happening is because there was a giant hill climb, and what was happening is at the end there was basically two boulders kind of stuck in the ground, and those were pretty much the perfect width for our vehicles, for Noah's truck and mine, but for the Forerunners, they would always end up falling into one of the valleys in between the boulders.
Yeah, the tires would slide and they'd do this.
Yeah.
So then they'll just be spinning, and then they don't have traction. So then you start stuffing rocks, or they tell them back up, and they'll stuff rocks, and they're trying to get up and over.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept with those things that you buy. I don't know what they're called. They look like
The traction boards?
the boards. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing, right?
It's the same concept, except the traction boards are more for like mud or sand or snow. But that's
So
what's
yes,
happening.
but no.
So yes, but
but
actually no.
Yeah, the rocks in this case, like you wouldn't use a traction board in that case, in that situation,
you'd break it.
because you just fling it out and hit somebody with it.
Yeah.
The rocks, on the other hand, yeah, they could fling out, but like the thing is like they would provide better traction in this case than a traction board.
Nice. Yeah, that seemed like a lot of fun. How long were y'all out there for?
Almost like 4 hours. Yeah.
About
And
4
I
hours.
think like a good hour and a half of that was just people getting stuck.
Yeah.
The real nice thing about it is that there was no one left behind. If you got stuck, it wasn't like, oh, later, loser.
Yeah.
Like everyone stopped and
they would help you out.
Yeah. I need to find one of the persons that was there, but she was recording, and I think she caught my truck when I was going up the last little rock climb. But I jammed the gas and the blow off valve and everything went off, and so you hear everybody cheering because they're like, I didn't even know you had that. One guy's like, if you hear my truck go, like it's blew up, like it's over.
Something's wrong with it.
Something's wrong. But it was a lot of fun, and we have some video that I had taken, but it was when we're at the bottom of the hill, and unfortunately, the big things that I hate about cameras is it doesn't give you that good vantage point to show you like the elevation difference or like the actual rocky path than when you're there in person. So the video that
It looks a lot more tame than it is.
and the video that Sal took of me going up the hill,
It just looks like a straight road.
yeah, it looks like a straight road, and you just see me like kind of move in the truck, and it just looks
It was
normal because
legit this.
yeah. But that's one of the hard. I would like to learn. If there's anyone in the chat or watching this later, if there's a way that to get footage or photos of elevation changes to where you can actually see it, I would like to know. If you can share the wealth, that would be great. But other than that, a lot of the pictures we have just looks flat, and it takes away from actually being there in person and understanding that when you're looking through the camera that Sal's filming on, he's already like this. So then it looks flat because everything else is already in line with it. But if you were to do forward, I'm up here and he's down here. But with the cameras, it really flattens everything out to
it looks 2D. There's no
yeah.
dimension, or you can't. I mean, if you're seeing the truck go up and it's doing this number, you can't really see nothing. So when you're at like the side, you'll be able to see the movement.
So then I have videos of me at the top of the hill and like Sal coming up, and you can finally see like the truck at an angle. You can see that angle because now you're standing on flat ground looking down compared to being on the hill looking up. But it was really fun. A lot of the guys and girls that were out there are really cool, and they were just there to have a good time. Hello.
Nice. But yeah, it looked like a lot of fun.
Then there was a kind of like a little do whatever you want area.
I called it the Big O Sandbox. Like, it was quite literally everyone was giant kids playing with, instead of like construction dump trucks that are plastic in the sandbox, it was everyone had a full-size vehicle.
So what were they doing, or what was everybody doing?
It was
So,
it was a free for all.
Yeah, there was just like a pile of rocks, and Noah climbed up the pile of rocks.
And I was
then-
like, I'm king of the hill.
And then what I did is I took my truck and I just went up the side of the pile of the rocks, and my truck was like one tire was like way down there, the other one was
Y'all
stuck
did
up into fenders.
the barbarian and the girl pose.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
And then you go around the back of where everyone was, and there were just guys in Tacomas trying to climb one of the walls just to see if his truck can get up there. So I have footage of that. Like, you see him at the bottom of the little bowl. Like, it was basically a bowl, and he's just like, and then he gets to right about here, and you see all his wheels spin, and he's like, well, this is as high as I can go.
This is as far as I'm going. Did anything break? Did anybody break?
We got some bumps and bruises on all the vehicles. my side steps saved my truck. 'Cause,
Really?
yeah, I hit one of the rocks coming down,
Mhm.
and it just slid, and it went bam. And I'm thinking I just hit the door. Like I have a big dent in the door. And so I got out and I looked, but it actually, like the folding side step actually saved the truck. So there's a gnarly dent in the side step. So it saved the truck. But that's another thing about doing like the off-road stuff. Even with the racing, I know you're going for the most part in a straight line and turns and jumps. But when you're doing like the rock crawling stuff and really anything race related, anything with vehicles,
Stuff's gonna break.
things are gonna get scratched. Those trails were really made for like Jeeps. So my truck was touching edge to edge, like in the brush and everything. So there's some new scratches on the wrap, but again, a lot of that things is I'd rather there be scratches and dents from doing events and doing, things that are, that you don't do every day, rather than like somebody's shopping cart in an HEB parking lot, or hitting a wheel on the curb. A lot of these things, like I said in the Jumping for Joy video, my neighbor across the street from my house, his thing is like, it's a truck. You get dents and scratches, and when you're doing stuff, and those are memories you can go back on, and like it tells a story. It's not so much just actually on your truck there's a small dent on the driver's side between the back door and the rear tire on the bed.
My truck.
Huh?
I seen it.
It's like it's like a yay
little...
long, and it's a dimple.
Yeah.
That's from a one of those little flatbeds from Home Depot. Somebody put their cart, that flatbed, under the truck, and I didn't see it, so we put everything away, and I got in, and when I drove forward, it went boom.
Ooh.
And I'm like, seriously? Who put their stupid cart underneath my truck? So, sounds like you didn't tell me that in the Carfax when I bought it. I tell you now.
I didn't get that in the accident report.
He gets it like 2 years later. The information. I don't know how that dent got there.
I saw it and I was like, I wonder how that got there.
But there you go.
But
it was
I guess now I know the story.
The lore of
the
some
pickup truck.
Jackwad at Home Depot put a flatbed under my truck. Yeah.
You ran over it.
And I ran over it. And all you heard was like this loud thud. Like I thought someone hit me, but it was just when the tire hit it, it just shifted and the handle hit it. And I'm like, seriously? Luckily I didn't hit it like too fast. It was just enough to be like boonk.
Yeah, it was just a thunk.
bonked.
Yeah.
A little bit of bonk. But yeah, other than that, like what else I'd do this week? What y'all do for January 1st,
Sleep.
We stayed at the house for New Year's. Even for New Year's Eve at the nighttime. My household family came and we had a good time.
What y'all eat?
HEB burritos, and my mom made
the pink label.
Yes.
Yeah, the bean ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom
some
made
chili on top
hot
of it.
wings, so I guess inflation hit our street hard, because we had some over here. There was a lot, but they were non-existent on my street. Last year it was just galore. Everybody on the street had fireworks. It was just explosion after explosion. This one was like a house 10 houses down had fireworks, and I'm like, well,
my suspiciously rich neighbors had just, I guess, every firework under the sun.
suspiciously rich.
Just how.
So yeah, they had just all the fireworks.
This was Mike with it.
So I'm sitting there and like, it's not even midnight yet, and these guys are just like constant stream of fireworks. Freaking.
Like that was just like
all like constant. I'm like, how do these guys afford that?
Yeah, fireworks are
a lot
expensive.
of money.
Like,
and it's not the bad, like the cheap fireworks either. It's the expensive ones.
no, I remember. Here's a funny story. I was maybe about 8 years old, and for the longest time, my dad and I would always go get fireworks for ourselves. Right? We'd go to, and it's like you go get them from Atascosa, and then you bring them, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we always used to do that. We used to go
Smuggle
grab,
fireworks in the
basically,
city.
right? Put it into the toolbox, and then just no speeding, no nothing. Just get back to the house, right? So one year, my mom decided to go with us.
Uh-huh.
And that year, I don't know what it was, but we saw everything. We're like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. So we ended up, at the time, we spent $60, and at that time, that was a lot of money for us. Like, that was a good chunk of change, right? So we get back, and my mom's on the phone, and she sees the two bags that we got, and we usually get one. And she was like, and we didn't go to the little outside. We went into the warehouse,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So we come back, and she's like, how much did I spend? And my dad was like, $60. She's like, nope, go return it. Go return some of it. And we're like, what? And she was like, go return those fireworks. So we ended up returning a bag of the fireworks. And me and my dad were like, no fun.
What? I thought all sales were final.
That's what I thought.
Well, my dad is like, he was like, come on, we just bought these. That's what he was. And they gave us back our money.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They say all sales are final, but I've seen my dad get like final sales returned. So I don't know. The wheelchair helps.
HEB has a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are not satisfied,
Too bad.
It's your fault.
my dad has returned cut watermelons. He'll put it back in the bag and take it to the store.
No, you want to hear something? I don't know who did this, and it wasn't anybody that I named, but you buy a thing, right? This is what I heard supposedly. Let's say you buy a reacher. You buy it, you're using it, and it breaks. What you do is, how did you do it?
You go buy a new one and call them that broke.
How do you do it? He would. I think it's like that, or he did something where he just got a new one for free.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Gotta play the system. Noah, do we have any updates coming up? Maybe on like Friday or something like that,
Or Monday, Tuesday,
or Saturday,
or Wednesday.
Monday or Friday.
or Saturday. That's coming up.
Oh.
Don't.
So next week is actually, or next weekend is actually Raptors on the Ranch, the second annual.
Raptors off the ramp.
So
Crackers off the ranch.
we are sponsoring the sponsored individuals, the drivers. We've paid for their lodging, and
The Cowboys and Aliens.
the next thing is we had wanted to be there Friday, but we may not be able to go. It's all in the eyes. I could probably return used underwear.
Skid mark.
It was like that when I bought it.
It was the design. But next weekend is Raptors on the Ranch, and some news for that is I may not be available anymore. Depending on how this next week goes with work. Sal and Joey will be available, and more than likely they'll
We're gonna send the truck.
no. If anything, y'all can take the truck, and do a
Content, boy.
yeah, content. But the funny thing about Raptorstrike is that we're not known. Us three separately.
People are
Yeah, the people are not known, but the truck is recognized like all the time, which is really cool. But we had wanted to be out there Friday and film something with the Raptors and Rifles guys, but I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do that with some new developments with work for me. But the biggest thing is work's got to come first for now, because that's how
bills are paid.
That's how bills are paid. That's how Raptorstrike is continued through our jobs. But for those of y'all that would like to support, you can go to our raptorstrike.net and take a look at Raptors and Rifles page if you'd like to make donations or like to see their upcoming events, or even if you'd like to donate to different events that they're going to be doing, or to the sponsored veterans, first responders, or active duty members that they try to get out to different events just to have some family fun and just have a good time, relax a little bit. But I'm super excited for that. Really, the first Raptors on the Ranch is what gave birth to Raptorstrike itself, or at least a relaunch. And yeah, and so I'm super excited to be able to be a part of the event now compared to just
a part of the event.
Yeah, okay, well, just attending the event. There's a difference. But,
yeah, it'll be the year since when we started Raptorstrike, and that was kind of when we went to the first Raptors on the Ranch event. So.
I like how he just said exactly what I said. he said the verbatim what I said.
I don't remember you saying that.
But
run it back.
Continue.
Clip it.
Editor, please. But continuing on for the theme of the new year, everyone in the chat, if you're comfortable enough, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Mine's 2160 by 3180.
I
think I got
y'all
that right.
always say that.
3180 by 2160. 3140 by 2160.
Y'all keep correcting. Explain
numbers.
What
That's 4K.
So that's 4K. That's UHD. FHD is 1920 by 1080. HD, if y'all didn't know, is 720p.
1280 by 720.
Yeah, and then SD is something. But yes, New
480.
Year's
640 by 480.
resolutions. Anybody? Y'all got New Year's resolutions?
No, I don't have one, unfortunately.
If you could.
If I could have one.
I don't think enough to do anything.
I think that's a lie. I think you think a lot. I have I have a list of some that apparently are good New Year resolutions.
Stay hydrated.
And I was gonna read the first 10.
Stay hydrated.
For number 1,
Numero uno.
start a gratitude journal.
Gratitude journal.
I guess that's keeping track. So
They said be thankful.
New Year's resolution is get back into old hobbies.
Hard drugs. Oh,
Sorry. Get back into old hobbies.
get back into old
I like
hobbies.
that.
Good,
Like
good,
that.
good. If you had a hobby that you let go a while back, it's good to
Yeah.
get back into it.
That's
Do
a really
something
good
you
one.
like doing,
Broom, that's the take of the episode. Sal, elaborate on what you just said.
Do something that you like doing. That means if you like doing something, then do it. My goal in life is to
He
blow up.
explained he defined the word
Hold
with the word.
My goal in life is to blow up, and then act like I don't know nobody. You guys,
What?
have you guys seen that?
Yeah, it's the guy with the sharp teeth.
Yes.
I've never seen.
No, it's
let
an
me-
old.
let me
It's a
find it.
vine, right?
Yeah, it was a vine.
But I'm going to stop returning stuff.
Don't
No,
do that.
I mean, if anything, that helps because you get your money back.
Here you go.
oh, that's riffraff. It's
Y'all are
riffraff.
horrible.
Hold on, let me stop this.
He's just got it on. He broke
Okay,
his phone.
that was number 1. What was number 2?
Number 2 is make time for family.
Make time for family.
Now, in the
Depends what family.
Family.
family is
Family.
what you believe family is. A lot of one of my
Dom Toretto.
one of the favorite quotes that I have is I have blood that's not family and family that's not blood, because that always stands true. I don't care who you are, and
There's always the one idiot that you had to disown.
Yup.
the village idiot.
The
Yeah.
legit.
But I would say. So, what's your take on make time for family? How do you define it?
I guess to where your family is.
No. I hate y'all.
No, it's like moving your schedule around, or maybe dropping some things that aren't as important to connect with family, right? If you're, I don't know, on your video games for so many hours, and you know what, I'm gonna cut it in half to try to sit down and watch some movies with my family, or have a conversation or something like that, or maybe dedicate your weekends to family. You know, do whatever you want during the week, but weekends to family, just to like keep.
If you have a sibling, spend some time bullying them.
I thought you said spend some time going bowling.
You could bowl with them. I mean,
Here's-
it's up to you.
Here's something that all three of us need to work on.
Bowling?
Video games for hours. I feel attacked. Why'd you give that example specifically?
He knows why.
Number 3 is, this is something that all three of us should probably do. Well, actually, me. I'm deflecting.
You're projecting.
Yeah, I'm projecting. Build a better budget. So
Yeah,
get your finances
probably
in
should.
line.
I need to eat more chicken and rice.
That's what?
Ramen.
That's not. That
It's
has
the
no-
ramen equivalent. It's like I need to stop spending money on food.
Mhm.
After this, where are we gonna go eat? I was gonna
Hey, Jared, y'all still hungry?
No, that's definitely something I need to work on. Building a better budget and just trying to keep track of it, because I'm very good at just like
Yeah.
bam, empty.
Before we go on to number 4 really quick, we do have a question on our Instagram of 4 New Year's resolutions. So if y'all want to head over to our Instagram and y'all put in y'all's New Year's resolutions right now, we will read them on stream. So yeah.
Do we want I guess the next thing is, should we read them with the name or should we just read them out loud? That's for chat to decide.
Yeah, if y'all are okay with reading with the names, if y'all decide to
Participate.
participate,
Precipitate.
are y'all okay with names being said? We're gonna finish this top 10 real quick, but we will get to the chat resolutions in a bit.
Sharing this for a friend, but you can return new and worn clothing at Target for up to a year, as long as it's as long as it's an original Target brand. I'm going to Target. I'm going to
Be
Target
shopping at Target all year and then returning it.
because I get complaints that I wear the same 5 shirts.
You wear the same 5 shirts.
Yeah. Number 4, practice mindfulness.
Mindfulness?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Oh, so it gives me the definition. Practicing mindfulness means doing everything you can to be grateful for what you have in the moment, where you are in life, and who you are right now. Okay, so that's kind of what I did for 2023.
It's like where it's like where you are versus where you've been, where you were.
I think it's
I think it's just
coming to
be
terms.
grateful.
Yeah, coming to terms of being grateful for where you are now and what you have. Compared to like always focusing on the things that you don't have,
Mhm.
right? Number 5, cook something new each week. You know how expensive that's going to be?
I don't even cook.
That like counteracts number 3, which is build a better budget.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Now I guess if you do like small things, you'll be fine.
yeah. Cook cereal every week. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Who burns cereal? You ever burned cereal before? Okay. Number 6, read more books. I can't read, so that one's out.
I have a goal. My goal every year is to read at least 5 books.
What kind of books? Just in general, a book? Or do they have to be like educational books? Or
It's in general 5 books, but I do stay away from fictional books. To me, fictional books is like at the end. Like if I finish 5 nonfiction, then I'll get 1 fictional book, because it's like
so his goal is actually 6 books.
No, because I don't care if I read the fictional book, because to me it's like reading, like YouTube and videos is for entertainment, right? But reading is for knowledge.
What's up, Randy?
Yo, what's up, Randy?
Long time no see. Number 7, create a cleaning schedule you'll stick to. Now listen, I travel a lot. My room looks like a bomb hit it. Twice. That's if you know, you know. But yeah, my room always is like missing clothes, or one of the reasons why I always wear the same sets of clothes is because when I pack my bag to travel, it's always the same ones at the top that are like newly clean. So you mixed it up. So for those of y'all that weren't paying attention, Sal was sitting in his seat mixing that up and then handed it to Joey, and Joey solved it.
I found it like that.
Oh, this man has secret talents.
How are y'all? Seems the podcast is doing good. Been busy on the road, but got time to catch an episode. Keep up the hard work.
Keep up the hard work, guys. Much love. We appreciate that, Randy.
Gracias.
Hope you're doing well. The podcast is doing good, depending on your definition of good. But it's one of those things that you keep working on, and
Yeah, you just gotta stick to it.
yeah, that's
Yep.
our New Year's resolution. Stick to it.
Do it.
Yeah, you just got to do it. But we're definitely trying to do more things and try to figure out ways for us to start spreading more of our message and our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But we do appreciate you catching an episode, and we appreciate the words.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Cleaning schedule.
No.
No, you won't do it. You?
I do it whenever I'm feeling just
Productive.
yeah,
So once every 3 months.
about
Okay.
So I will say, whenever like I feel like my mind's clouded.
What's up,
kinda-
bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing? Audi or BMW? BMW.
meow.
So I was told by, I'm not gonna name names, but I was told by Noah that if I ever got a BMW, I would get disowned.
I agree.
And I'm upset.
You would be the village idiot.
village idiot.
But I feel like whenever I'm scatterbrained or like brain fog or whatever, cleaning my room does help, like cleaning my surroundings. But do I do it consistently?
So here's my thing. I'll be thinking of something, right? And then I'm
Nice.
like I'll be thinking about like, okay, like this is what I gotta do this day, blah blah blah. I'll be like, okay, it's like set. And then I'll do something else and completely forget about the other one.
We get distracted easily.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
How am I working on my car?
That, or like you're cleaning something, you're like, I lost this like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me go
Or
put
do
this
you-
up.
Are y'all at that level of like your room is messy, right? But you know where everything is?
For the
Like,
most part.
You're like,
It's
you-
called organized chaos. Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, I need it. Your mom's like, do you have a paper clip? Yeah, it's right there by my dresser, by the left leg.
Underneath that pile of paper, right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Not that pile, then that pile.
It's like
Yeah.
you know where everything
It's
is.
by my right side table with on the floor by the right leg.
Yeah. It's bad. Yeah.
I need it. My room's not that bad right now.
I literally have a suitcase. Like the first thing you hit your foot on when you walk into my room is a empty suitcase, and then a duffel bag right next to it. Because depending on the amount of days that I'm gonna go,
No one knows where his favorite shirts are because they're the same shirt.
yeah, they're the clean ones folded on my bed that never leave. They never get put away in the drawer because they're sitting on the bed.
I think this is my most worn shirt.
Yeah,
wear
of
this one a lot.
2023.
Yeah. I wear this shirt a lot.
He wore it to emo night.
Yeah, we went to emo night and I wore this shirt. I haven't watched it. Anyways, next one.
Number 8, drink less alcohol.
No.
I don't.
Could be for the one that drinks none at all.
I know.
I don't drink any alcohol.
Sure.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. On to the next one.
Number 9.
That was an ad. Number 9's an ad. I'm not
Number-
reading that.
What was it?
I'm not reading that.
What is it?
It's quite literally buy their cookbook.
Buy a cookbook.
Yeah. Number 10, commit. Oh, you know what? This one ain't. Commit to a healthier sleep routine.
I feel like when it comes to sleep routines, I feel like a lot of them are very unrealistic
Get 8 hours of sleep. No.
because it's
If I get 8 hours of sleep, I am not functional.
yeah. I'm good on like
Because you're not
6
used
to
to it.
7, but
I got too much of a good thing.
it's like I feel like that's for a very brick and mortar type of schedule where you don't have anything else to worry about. But when it's like us, where you have you're in different cities all the time, and we're working on podcasts, and
Different
business
time
stuff,
zones. Ooh.
different time zones, learning. I feel like that is not a feasible 8 hours of sleep. I'm lucky to get 6.
Skip that. Randy said, as a truck driver that's only getting 3 hours of sleep, skip that one. Number 10 is not for Randy.
Randy does the micro sleeps where you sleep every time you blink.
I sleep on the road.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, but
I didn't know this truck had autopilot.
yeah.
How did I get here?
How did I get
Mm,
that? I've only been sketchy one time. I think it was driving to Austin. I was just tired. People with me did not want to drive, and I'm like this the whole time, just forcing my eyes awake, and I'm like,
Just over there,
number 23, chill out. There's 65. But I read the first 10, but I'm scrolling through them because I'm not going to read them.
yeah, no.
Some of them are dumb. Chill out. So constantly feeling angry and pissed off can lead to less desirable long-term effects.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, the aggression pops out. 24, jumpstart a new career.
Jumpstart the car.
Yeah.
A new career.
I would say that one's a good one for a lot of people.
aviation Sal, let's go.
Yeah.
Aviation.
This is your captain speaking.
Have y'all seen the ones this is your captain speaking. If you can look out to the right side of the window, you have flight 515. Challenging us to a race. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on because shit's about to get real.
I saw that one.
I think it's cool, especially if you're. It's cool for everybody if you have the means to do so. But especially when you're younger and you have chances to take risks, go for it.
Do what you can while you can do it.
Yes.
I hear that a lot.
Did y'all know that the Boeing 787 Max cruises on a transatlantic flight at Mach 0.8?
What is that in?
Just below the speed of the sound barrier.
Dang.
I didn't know that.
Cruising?
It's cruising.
Isn't that a
speed.
big plane too?
That is a giant plane.
It's probably one of the biggest planes.
Speaking of planes,
Yeah.
have y'all heard that trend that apparently every man in the world, if you ask him if you had to fly an airplane, could you? And everyone
Yes.
every dude says yes. But there was one where it's can you pull up the instrument cluster for a 757? And it's this entire.
Yeah.
There's screens and buttons
It's hardcore
everywhere.
levers and
I think I could
switches.
do it.
Can you land a plane in emergency? Of course I can.
Yes.
Will we survive?
Probably not.
It's
I
landed.
got a 50-50 chance, but I landed the plane. It is on ground. That's all you didn't tell me to do it safely. You just said to do it.
It's like that one guy that took a plane on a joyride.
Yeah, but we're not
Yes.
going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I think, but yeah, the career thing, good,
25 after the career, 25, consider therapy.
No, next question. If it's not real, it's not real.
Okay.
Flip the switches, that means everything's on.
So if I turn off all the switches, everything will be on.
Which
I hope
means
so.
it'll start landing itself.
Bam.
Autopilot.
You also autopilot doesn't land, right?
No.
That's just a pilot.
It just isn't it cruise control?
It's basically
Basically.
cruise control
Yeah.
for
But
height and speed.
Consider therapy. I mean, if it's one of those things that you truly feel like you need therapy, I always support it.
My thing is, if you want to say new year, new me, you got to do some type of therapy.
You gotta do something different.
Yeah.
Different, yeah.
You can't do the same things every year and expect to have a different outcome.
Mm-hmm. That, yeah.
It does land just badly.
Just badly. But yeah, no, I mean, we all need some type of therapy. Everybody needs their therapy. Just make sure it's constructive and not destructive.
Don't go
27,
punching drywall.
get in a body positive mindset.
No.
I agree with, I don't agree with,
Unhealthy lifestyles,
I don't
being
agree.
positive.
yeah, I don't agree with this, it's body positivity, but it's this, fat-centric kind of movement where it's like, if you're fat, it's good to be fat. You know, it's not. It's unhealthy. I do agree with being comfortable with yourself. I know I had a very bad issue of not being comfortable and hating myself and hating my image. Am I where I want to be? Heck no. No, I want to be freaking 220, ripped, you know. But right now, this is what I got. You got to be comfortable with it, and that's where I think confidence stems from. So I believe in body positivity in the sense of being comfortable with yourself.
Better.
Yeah, being comfortable with yourself, but still striving to be better. But I don't believe in being content and just staying where you're at as far as being unhealthy. Like, no, being fat is not good.
You need to make a change.
Yes.
Got it.
Joey is hating on the list. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you are. You are.
No.
32. Learn or hone a new skill.
Yeah.
I bought a bass guitar.
Oh
Yeah.
Sal did buy a bass guitar, but you've always been really
Musically inclined.
Yeah, so it should be an easy thing for you to do.
If you hand me an instrument, I can probably play something on it.
Here's a didgeridoo. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that. Me personally, is like a lot of stuff in the career path when it comes to engineering.
The career path, to piggyback off of that, number 34, stop procrastinating on a tough decision. And that could be in starting a new career. That could be moving companies. That could be selling your house. That could be moving cities. That could be, a lot of those things are
Abandoning your life and starting a new one.
In
that.
Peru.
I mean, okay, maybe not that far, but
Now who's hating?
I'm just saying, the thing with the tough decisions is I've been in that spot plenty times, and the longer that you draw it out and you just let it start to sizzle and
Yeah, no, we're listening.
The better you get at actually executing and making tough decisions, the easier they get with time. It's the practice makes perfect, but no one's ever going to really be perfect.
The decisions are always going to be tough. You're just going to be better at making them.
Yes, exactly. And the good thing is really with the New Year's resolutions, it's not just for the year, because by the end of the year, it should just be second nature. So then you go to the next good thing you're supposed to, like, all right, I'm going to work on this. Then this year, next year, I'm going to have this already, under my belt, and I'm going to do the next thing.
Like, you should have like your foundation year, and then you have what you're building off of, and then pretty much every year after the foundation year is all building.
Yeah, a lot of these are just
Ads.
no, there are a lot of repeats, like invest in skincare routine, which would
Invest
probably
in
be
crypto. Don't do that.
play upbeat music. That's me all the time. No lie.
Always both.
Start walking more. Write to yourself, but wouldn't that be like a journal as well?
That's
We
literally
just covered that one.
Self-reflection, yeah.
Do one thing at a
I like
time.
self-reflection.
I'm guilty of that a lot.
doing one thing at a time.
No, of not doing one thing at a time. Yeah.
One thing that I know I want to work on this year is finishing things, because I usually start something
And then
I don't finish it.
Same.
Like with the One Piece boat model, the one that I bought at Otaku, I still haven't finished it. I'm almost.
And you started another one.
Yes. No, even before that, I have a y'all seen Harry Potter, the Dumbledore's Phoenix box.
Yes.
I had the Lego set, and I'm still like another bag away from finishing it, but that was like 3 years ago. So
I
still
bet
need to
you've lost
finish it.
pieces. You've lost
No.
pieces.
No, because I never opened the bag.
It came out of the bag and resealed.
These,
54. Give yourself more compliments.
yes.
You gotta understand. Look, a win is a win. A win is a win.
I see this as an absolute win.
In the chaos that we call life, a lot of the times our accomplishments that we do, even day to day, they just go overshadowed by everything else. So then you kind of just feel like, I haven't accomplished anything. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. And, it all starts to pile up and you're like, man, I haven't done anything. When really you've done a lot. It's just the things don't stop and never stops. But one of the big things I heard at a business function that I had gone with Alina to, the speaker was saying, something that his family has started doing or make it a thing to do is celebrate the small wins. Whether it's you led a meeting at work, or you got a new client, you made a new sale. A lot of those things go overshadowed by the bad. Oh, this went wrong, that went wrong, and you don't give yourself enough credit. So the big thing is, celebrate the small wins. Going to do an install by yourself, that's a big one. For you, solving tickets that either nobody else could solve, or you're helping
yelling at people for no reason.
Or you go to another city to help out that office and you actually complete it. A lot of the times, maybe they do, maybe they don't, tell you thank you. But in that range, like, that's good on you. You did something and good came out of it. So just don't forget to...
Your laptop died.
Oh no, he got it.
Oh man.
No, it's dying.
It's dying as we
It
speak.
died.
Did it just die?
Mm-hmm. So like, most of the times when I go to a site, right? Like, let's say Austin, I don't have anything planned. Like, there's nothing pending.
Yeah, but does something pop up when you get there?
No.
All the time?
90% of the time.
Okay, well, that 10% of the time that something does pop up, good job.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying.
Bad job. Should have been. It should have been fixed
Solution
before
is
it
like
happened.
us being able to take compliments.
Oh, you know what?
That's fair.
This guy just told me no to I'm trying to talk good to him and no, bad. New Year resolution, make sure Joey's laptop doesn't die.
Nah, it has to be part of the lore.
No, it's the lore.
It's the lore. Yeah, the rest of them were kind of,
Lamo sauce, potato sauce.
yeah.
Well, what is next? Joey's laptop not dying?
Powering back on Joey's laptop.
T-pose.
Along with the new year, who else is getting really bad allergies with the cold front that's coming in? Me, say I in the chat as well.
My allergies are okay.
Mine are really bad.
I think I usually get hard allergies during like fall is when I get hard allergies.
Oh, and then I don't know what's going on with this year because they're hitting me hard right now.
We get the allergies.
No, it's just crying.
Yeah.
Always crying.
Listen, I'm just an emotional person. I'm sensitive.
I'm sensitive. I cry.
At the beginning of the podcast, it was really, really cold in here because the heater broke. And so all that was running was the AC.
The AC got stuck on.
It was chilly in here.
Yeah, I could see my breath in here. Yeah, we gotta talk to the landlord.
Gotta talk to the landlord.
But it's starting to warm up, and like I feel it with this jacket.
Yes. I need to put on my jacket, but I don't want to.
You don't have to.
I mean, I feel like I'm forced to at this point.
What's next, Joey?
What's next, Joey? I don't know. Questions? Are down for questions? Are down for some questions? Okay. So this is the part of the podcast where we start asking. This is the Joey question segment, patent pending.
Trademark.
Where I start asking these two dudes and y'all questions that I have either come up with or I have found that I find very interesting.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Stupendous. What was the moment where you felt most motivated? I know when
Thought you said interesting question.
No, it is an interesting question. No, I know when I feel most motivated, it's usually when someone says I can't do something.
And you're like,
felt.
watch.
Yeah, when someone's like, you're not going to be able to do that, I'm like, you want to see me do it? Want to see me do it again? Like, that's the moment where I feel the most motivated. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's where I was like, oh, you're always going to be fat, or oh, you can't lose weight. You don't know how to lose weight. You don't know how to work out.
Damn, dog. Who hurt you? Somebody actually tell you that?
Yes.
It was me.
Asking a question like that.
He's like, shut up. You know it was you. No, I do it out of love, so that way you can push yourself to do it. I'm just kidding.
I hate you.
I'm not the one that said that.
Yes, he is.
For me, one of the times that I felt the most motivated was actually when I got my current job in 2021. Because on paper, I am not qualified for this job at all. Not in the slightest. I had no clue what I was doing, nor what I was getting myself into. And I think one of the funnier questions in my interview was, are you afraid of heights? And I told him, sir, I don't know. His response was, don't worry, we're going to find out very quickly. And I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling, but I'm not afraid of heights. There's a difference.
If I'm like in a secure something, I'm fine. But if I'm like
Doing what I'm doing?
ladder, yeah.
If I can't see, I'll be okay.
Don't look down.
Don't look down.
Don't look.
Don't look, period. No, that's probably one of the times that I was the most motivated is when, not that people told me I couldn't do it. It was just, there were some people, I'm entering the world of, he's gonna, wait. Oh, did it just shatter into a million pieces? Yeah.
I'll pick it up later.
I will pick it up now.
And that's a lot of man that just walked by the
It's a lot of dude.
That's a lot of dude. One of the things with that is I was entering the realm of like engineers and architects, and of course, I have no business being there. But a lot of them believe that I shouldn't be there, and that was when I was, fired up. It's like, I'm gonna show you. It doesn't matter your degree or this or that. I got it. Now hold on, just to make sure. Give it to me. Just to make sure you didn't, because you're the one that mixed it up, right? Right. I'm gonna mix it up some more, just in case he did the
thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous because did you know which? Because two of the middles fell out, right? Because there's like actual like a
There's an
orientation.
order to it.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention.
Damn.
So I'm about to find out real quick. If I can't solve it, then it's wrong. You remember the colors?
Orange and white.
Okay. What about you, Sal? What was like the moment you felt the most motivated?
When I got my employee review, and they were like, "Yo, everything's awesome," and I was like, "Wait, what? I'm not getting fired?"
I'm gonna know what you did that you thought you were gonna get fired.
I don't know what I did. That's the thing. Like everything I do, I'm like, I'm gonna get fired.
I feel that.
Okay. I think that feeling with you're gonna get fired for the decisions you make, they go away.
Yeah.
They go away because I've done a lot of things at my job that I'm like, fire me. Like, I did my job. I did what I had to do.
I dare you.
I triple dog.
For you, Sal? Oh, that was the most motivated.
yeah.
Okay, that's okay. I don't get how you were motivated on that, or
It felt good.
You was
Like,
okay. You got a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it now. Joey, next question.
This is wrong.
Damn.
How do you know?
So there's a certain move where, so right here, this blue piece, since I'm solving for blue at the bottom, the orange on top needs to go here, right? Which means yellow is right next to it. So when I do the move, it's white. It's not yellow.
Huh.
You see? And then that one's on that side. That doesn't make sense. That means that this is wrong.
I didn't know that those were
Sorry,
in certain
Joey.
order.
That's why if you see, there's some people who do this like prank to Rubik's Cube, they'll flip one of the corners. So it makes it impossible to solve. So I just need to move it. Hold on. Okay. So next question. What job would you do if you weren't paid? If you weren't paid for the job, if you didn't have to worry about money, if like you were just doing
If I
something for
wasn't
fun?
paid, then no job.
Oh no. I mean?
That's
So you can pull the
so you
pieces
can
off.
use a screwdriver. Don't have a screwdriver.
Oh yeah, it does. I was
Yes,
confused.
dude.
He's like, why'd you hand me a pen?
What job would you do for no pay?
If you didn't have...
We didn't have to worry about pay. Like, it's
You can see the gears turning in Joey's head as he slowly realizes he's colorblind. He's like, "Bam! I fixed it." It's like all mixed up still. Well, you give an example. What's a job you would do for no pay? You mean like volunteer, or
No,
you
like-
mean like a full blown job you do
a-
for free?
a job that's probably like mine, zookeeper. Genuinely, I do a zookeeper, but they get paid about like 24 grand a year.
How do you pay your bills?
No, this is like if you don't have to worry about cash. Like, say you're already set, like you're a millionaire, or you have like other.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to worry about money.
Well, preference with that, dude.
That's what I said.
You did.
What?
You did.
Oh, I ignored you. I'm sorry. Sal?
Yeah, if there's like a job that you could just do that was just
Probably truck driver.
truck driver.
Yeah.
I feel like that's high paying though.
It's not that high paying. It depends.
Are you owner operator?
Yeah, if you're owner operator, it depends.
You break even, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can just jump from one job to the next and be like, I got my truck, so I'm leaving. Okay, so truck you would want to drive.
Yeah, just to travel. Like the thing is, I want to travel. So
Okay. What's a job that I would do? I would own a racing team. Can I do that? Does that count?
race car driver.
Can I be a race car driver?
Yeah.
Or can I not be the main event?
Well, okay. I mean, I would feel like that question should count.
I think that would count.
Yeah, you just drive like Ben.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to race it? You wouldn't want to race it?
You would want to own the team, but not race.
Yeah, because I want to win.
Oh.
If I was the one driving, I know I'm not going to win a lot, but I'd
Okay.
like to win a lot. No, I mean that's too easy.
Because I know with mine, it's because I really thought I was going to be a zoologist
You love
for
animals.
the longest time. Yeah. I used to, like, I was really big into, like, more of the exotic animals, like, lions, stuff. Yeah. For a long time. And then my first career path, sophomore year of high school, was zoologist. And I was actually going to go to Colorado State. But zoology is, like, kind of, like, hard to be high paying in.
Yeah.
You have to be like one of the best zoologists, write so many papers, make a breakthrough in the world of science, basically. And that kind of made me like, that turned into like, I want to do this as a hobby, you know. But that's kind of like where I would. It's passion over pay.
Where you just drive up someplace and like, hey, look, a raccoon.
I would research cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, as a kid, I actually wanted to be an oncologist, which is, for anyone that doesn't know, that's a doctor that focuses with cancer patients. And that's, for the longest time, that's what I wanted to do. But I slowly figured out, or not slowly,
I messed up Joey's Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, this is like messed up.
No, don't make excuses. Just say you can't do it.
No, because look.
Why don't you Google the
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if everything's good. But okay, so there's the blue one. The yellow one's up here. That means the yellow has to be here, right? So if I do that, now the red's wrong, and now the blue says the white needs to be here.
Well, fix it.
I'll fix it later. Okay, so you're saying, I'm sorry.
I form, relationships with people, and I figured out that
He cheated on me.
I figured out that I couldn't do oncology because that's not a high win rate, for
Oncology, what is it? Study of cancer?
cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, like dealing with cancer patients.
Mm-hmm.
I would get close. I would more than likely get close
attached.
with the patients, and then if they were to not win their battle, I don't think I could handle it. So I decided quickly not to do that.
That's fair.
Because my mental, I wouldn't be able to hack it. But if there was a job I could do for free, it would be like cancer research.
That's cool. I have a friend that's in cancer research. He's enjoying it. What's it?
Joe, the next crocodile hunter, except he wrestles parrots.
Yes. I just wrestle parrots. I usually lose. Okay, there's another question that I found. How can a single moment have the power to change everything?
If it either takes something away or gives you something.
In return? Or not in return, but just it happens.
Gives you something.
Because I've seen the one bad choices, stuff like that. But I think it goes to back to kind of what Noah was saying about opportunity and like taking that chance on doing something, you know, like when you bought the Raptor, you're like, I just want to do it. Like, I want this Raptor, I'm going to do it. And then it's that one instance changed everything.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. What's y'all's take on that question?
Maybe I didn't understand the question.
How can a single moment have the power to change everything? By creating opportunity?
Well, similar to what Sal said, it's either something's taken away or something's given. But it has to be something of great value, meaning like a person. When you gain someone in your life, it changes your outlook. When you lose someone in life, you know, whether that be in death or you know, other situations, you know, it's one of those things that it all comes down to how you react to it, how keen you are in knowing yourself. You know, recently for me, I've had to make a few tough decisions, and a lot of those things are you know, you can either wait to become or what? You should have green to the left and blue to the right.
Continue.
I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Sal, what's your take on that question?
Already said it. Something either has to be taken away or given. Or presented, right?
Yeah.
Like say for example, you know, you win the lottery, that's a life-changing moment for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people just squander it on stupid crap, but
And then they lose it all.
yeah, exactly. Like, but if you play your cards right, like you're handed the same opportunity to every lottery winner is handed the same opportunity. Some more, some less, but essentially it's the same. It's a ton of money.
Yeah.
If
And
you
it's
play
how
your
you
cards
react
right,
to it.
yeah, if you play your cards right, you don't have to work another day in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You play your cards wrong, you're right back to the same place you were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's been something going around about that garbage man guy who won $15 million. Did y'all hear about that?
And he's a garbage man again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's the majority of cases for most lottery winners, is that they just end up right back where they are because they end up with their lottery winnings and then they just squander it off on stupid crap, you know.
Yeah.
Fancy cars and
Hey, one won't hurt.
one won't hurt.
One
but
won't hurt.
Don't buy 5 Ferraris, you know.
Yeah. You broke it.
I'm sorry,
I
Joey.
don't know
Next question, Joey.
Next question. What are you not very good at? What are y'all not very good at? I'm not good at musical stuff. Like, I can't keep beat. I can't hit pitches. Can't do
You
musical.
try though.
I try.
At
I
kara-
sing my little heart out.
At karaoke, you try, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you trying is what counts.
Yes.
As long as you try.
No, I think that's my biggest thing is that, like, I am the one who, like, some people don't like singing in the car with random people or vibe. No, I will sing in the car. I don't care.
You got it, man. You got it.
You got it, Toyota. I think I know what it is. I think it's the red and the yellow switched. I'm gonna try that. But that's what I feel like I'm not very good at.
Center red in front of you.
No, red's on top.
I'm trying to look for the red.
You keep missing the red. Like you're missing the.
Here
There
it is.
What about you, Noah? Is there something in particular that you're just not very good at, or to, I guess?
I'm not good at saying no. God, there's a ton of things I'm not good at. There is a mountain of things I'm not good at.
I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah,
But, like, what's the?
But
like,
not everybody will admit it. That's the issue. Is you have some. I'm hard-headed. Like, I am stubborn. Once I make up my mind on something, it's really hard to change it. But there are a ton of things that I'm not good at. One of the main things that always, gets me is my inability to say no to things, which is why I do stints in, 2 months in Florida, or I'm driving 13 hours across, state lines, or, there's times where you got to be able to just buckle down and do work. And there's times where you got to realize that you're stretching it. You're asking a little too much. But for me, I'm a man of my word, and I don't break it. I believe in pinky promises. I think you're lame if you don't believe in pinky promises. If you make a promise, you keep to it. One thing that my mom always taught my brother and myself growing up was never offer help if you don't mean it. Never, never say something and not mean it, and go back on your word. And that's something that I live by till to today, and that's what burns me a lot. Is that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it and I'm going to complete it. But in all reality, I really hurt myself in the process. So it's okay to say no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I'm not good at, and I hope to get better at. But it's also that, my main thing is you got to take the good with the bad, yin and yang. There, show the camera. Show the camera.
Ta-da.
Then drop it
Ta-da.
again.
No, don't drop
I'm
it.
gonna throw it against the wall. But it's okay to say no, and man, I lost my train of thought again. Thanks, Rubik's Cube.
I think you went on a side tangent and then.
Yeah, I kind of did. But I mean, it's the thing.
It's a
of
good side tangent.
what are you not good at? What are you not good at, Sal?
What am I not good at?
Yeah.
That is a good question. I'm good at everything. I'm kidding.
good Better than all y'all.
No. There's a lot that I'm not good at.
What's like the one thing that I guess to kind of go with the question is just like something that you're not to more concentrate the question is more like something that you've not really ever been good at, and it's just something that is just it can't be fixed. Like mine is singing. I can't get good at singing whatsoever.
I don't believe that.
I don't think I can get good at singing.
Because you haven't tried.
I have tried. I even tried to
gone to
look at
classes?
Have you
videos.
taken
You've gone to classes?
No, I haven't gone to classes.
Then you haven't
Exactly.
tried fully. You haven't tried everything at your disposal to do something. That's one of the hardest things about today is that we're so connected to the internet. We have the world at our fingertips, and there's still stuff we don't know how to do, which is kind of mind-boggling. And I'm guilty of it too. Like I'll ask a question, I'm holding my phone. Like you can quite literally look up the question. Now the flip side, you got to take the good with the bad. The internet's not always right,
I think my problem is I can't ask questions.
or you don't want to ask questions.
Basically.
Yeah. Is it something that someone may have Like maybe you have a bad memory of asking questions and you
I
got
honestly don't know.
no.
But I am bad at asking questions.
Hmm.
I've improved at it, but I'm still bad at it, you know?
It's baby steps.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby
I'm working towards it. I'm working.
Yeah. Joey, what are you bad at? Oh, he said singing. My bad.
Music in general. I can never learn an instrument.
I will teach you music.
I've tried learning the guitar and I went to lessons to learn the guitar.
I think so. My firm belief on music is you have to learn the building blocks of music because it's all just math. You have to learn those building blocks first before you start learning what the rest of the thing is. You can't just jump into learning guitar, learn what the music is, and then you can learn the instrument.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes. Anything is an instrument. I can make that hat an instrument.
Nice.
Next question.
Next question. What was your first job?
My first job? I was a instructor for cybersecurity under the NSA. I taught not 3rd through 9th graders.
Mm-hmm.
The
I was-
National Society of Association.
No, I was thanks. No, I was actually 15. I was 15 when I had that job.
I can do that. I can play tabs.
Exactly. Like that's a form of music.
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Oh, was that your first job?
Oh,
I think
nice.
that's what he said.
Okay, awesome. Why are the biscuits so dry?
Yeah. They're almost a war crime.
Feed them 5 biscuits, no water. What was your first job?
Subway.
I remember your resume. His job, the job title at Subway is sandwich
Sandwich.
artist.
You said sandwich.
I did. Well, because I
Because he
Oh, did you
pointed
do it
it out.
on purpose?
I gotta
pointed out.
stay
He said
with the
sandwich.
G.
I thought you went to like correct it. You still said it.
Oh,
What
no.
sandwich? What?
Sandwich artist.
That's the name
Is
of
that
the
really?
title. Yeah,
That is literally the job title.
that's the person behind making your sandwich.
They are a sandwich
Man, that's
artist.
why they look all messed up, man. They look like abstract art.
Picasso, I like it.
Because looking like a Jackson Pollock painting. Anyways,
DJ Loco, how's it going?
What up?
yo,
Bios? Boy, I think he's trying to put boys, and it keeps
16.
changing it.
Bows.
Fired in. He said his first job was Popeyes, and he was fired in a week.
How do you get
from
fired in a week?
Popeyes?
I feel like if I worked at Popeyes,
I
I'd
think
get fired in a week
I
for
think he
eating
was
the
feeding
food.
people biscuits, no water.
Biscuits, no water. That's what happens when you get fired. You just get
What was your first job, Joey?
my first job was being a certified pimp. No, it was
So like actual job, like W-2 job, or
W-2.
yeah? Okay.
That was my first W-2 job.
He's like, I can't discuss that legally. I was a recreational sports assistant for A&M San Antonio.
That's cool.
So I worked in the rec room, or at the time it was the rec sports department. So that included the game room area and the fitness center. So I would work in the gym or I would work in the fitness center. I like that job, and I was kind of like the only one that truly moved up. Now, the only time I got a pay increase, they didn't do a lot of increases, right? But I got $1 increase when I became a supervisor, which that took, I was like 6 months in and I became a supervisor, which is pretty cool. But I was the only one that actually just would always move up, because from supervisor I went into esports. So I became like I started esports with like wiping down all the computers because it was like COVID, right? And then it was making sure all the computers were in one station, and then the coach and the assistant director or the graduate assistant told me, hey, would you want to start streaming? So I became the streamer, and then from streamer I became the event coordinator. And like by the time it was done, it was like I started here and then I ended up helping with like the esports department, which was a lot of fun. But it all started from just being an assistant wiping down the ping pong table. It was a lot of fun.
That's
Worked up the
sometimes what you got to
ladder.
do. We got Hector with Dollar General and DJ Loco Amp with Antonio Strad Violin Shop. What did you do at the shop? Were you just
He was like, I make the violins.
soy violin maker? I am.
This one's a funny one,
Huh?
but I'll wait till. Oh, what did you do at the violin shop?
Crickets.
Anyways,
The delay.
Yeah, like I guess if you want to consider like unofficial, like not like
E99, 1099.
yeah, like not an
Raptorstrike.
actual job. My first unofficial job was I would help my dad doing like electrician stuff.
Oh wow.
so there's a house on fire somewhere because
Yes.
you wired something wrong.
I did
He sold stuff.
Okay,
Salesperson.
so you're
sales.
Sales.
Sales, what was your second
Stop.
job?
Second job.
Huh?
Second job.
What was your second job?
Yeah.
I worked for Holt Caterpillar in their IT department for 2 years. It was an internship, and that was when I was 18 to 19, I think. 18 years old to 19, and 17 years old. And I was supposed to like rotate throughout finance, accounting, procurement, the actual warehouse, and IT. Like I was supposed to do a rotation.
You just got stuck in IT.
I wouldn't say I got stuck. I would say that I did such a great job that they removed me from the rotation. They're like, no, he's gonna stay
You're
here.
in IT.
You're in IT now.
You're in
Yeah, basically is what happened. That was a great job. Like I liked their structure. The owners, originally the owner of Holt owns the Spurs, and you'd be very surprised how they have enough money to buy you, quite literally, but they never treated you like it, which is amazing. Is that these people were such high caliber and they treated you with respect, and like people that are on the same level as you can't even give you this, like they don't even treat you like a human being. Anyways, that's
for another day.
that's for another day. That's for another day. What was your second job?
Best Buy. Sales. I hated that job.
You, Sal? I mean, Joey.
So,
Best Buy.
I would say. Are we saying like WT2 again? Are we just saying job? Or are we saying
Your second job.
Okay, so technically I got my second job while I was working my first job.
Mm-hmm.
So while I did esports, an opportunity came up after I did some volunteer work for one of the local high schools to be an intern for R20 Region 20 Esports League with SAMSAT, San Antonio Museum of Science and Technology here in San Antonio. And that was when I started my career in AV production and broadcast,
Which is your third job?
which is my third job. This is my first full-time job, but it's my third job I've ever had.
Nice.
See, that's a lot of fun.
What's your next question?
My next question, I thought this question was funny, so I wanted to ask it because I think the way this is answered, I find it funny. How would your parents describe what you do as far as work?
He's not home.
He's not home. He's not here. How would your parents describe what you do? I wanted to say this joke. Oh,
Hector. So he went from Dollar General to
guest services.
guest services at the Aztec Theater, then moved up. Oh,
Yes.
nice. Then we got Hero with from Popeyes after a week to second job at Texaco gas station pumping gas and working in the shop learning cars. I'm guessing, was that here in San Antonio? I'm going to guess that wasn't in Texas because I don't think I've ever been to a gas station where a technician pumps your gas.
Yeah,
That's in the northwest. Excuse me, northeast. DJ Local Amp, we got 2 years a sales rep, then 8 months at McAllen Antonio Strad shop as the manager. Then I came back home as a sales
School rep.
school rep.
Now he's a violin tutor for Southwest.
Southwest IC. Okay, nice.
Nice. Now he's a violent tutor for
No,
Southwest.
violin.
Violent tutor.
Yeah, it wasn't in San Antonio. Okay, yeah, that's. No, wait,
Makes sense.
no, that wasn't in San Antonio, or no, that wasn't in the Northeast.
State where this job was.
Not in San Antonio, Port Arthur, Texas. Oh, okay. I was actually there a lot the past year. I was down there a lot.
Where's that? Is that going towards Louisiana?
That's past Houston.
Yep.
Towards,
Beaumont?
towards the bay. Yeah, near just past or south of Beaumont.
Interesting. But
Awesome.
yeah, so the question is, how would your parents describe what you do? I think it's funny because to this day, my dad will ask me, what do you do? How do I tell people what you do? Because I just tell them that you do cameras. And I'm like, pretty
That's
much.
fair.
He's like, yeah, he just does the cameras for like BattleBots and NBA. Yeah.
That
That's
sounds
how he
pretty cool.
describes
Thumbs up.
How do you?
How do my
Would yours
parents-
be in Spanish?
I mean,
Let's do it. Correct.
translation.
Correct to the lore.
Where's the subtitles?
Correct to the lore.
So, my parents' general answer is like, I don't know. He just fixes computers.
That's fair. That's fair.
He just fixes computers. He put some rice in it.
We put some in rice.
Yeah.
I've never. Okay. In all honesty, my parents would just say he inspects buildings. He's a building inspector.
Yep, that's a building.
Yep. That is one genuine bona fide building.
Yeah. Or my brother says glorified window cleaner.
You can fit so many people in this bad boy.
Mom says I work around a Boeing plane. You do. Actually, Hero and I work in the same area. We work at.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I'm not in the Raptor, which kind of sucks. So I have to take off my glasses so he can see me. Yeah.
You should install a speaker on the outside of your truck. You just like,
Hey, it's you. What are you doing?
What's it called?
walking.
Walking, just here, vibing. Nice. But yeah, that's how my dad describes it. I think my mom says like streaming, I think.
Streaming.
Yeah.
Do you stream?
For work?
To be fair, you used to.
Well, no, like streaming as in like just sending a signal to the world.
Yeah, you're just streaming
It's-
to the world
Yeah, it just broadcast.
all the
It's
time,
just broadcast,
24/7,
yeah.
365.
He's a baseball broadcaster. Coming up to the plate.
Coming to play, we got little Ricky James hitting out a home run back in his rookie season.
The fastest man alive, they say.
The fastest did this side west of the Mississippi. I'll tell you what. Next question. What has been your most memorable moment of your career so far? I like this question. Memorable moment.
I don't think I can say mine. What's another memorable moment?
Yeah, I'll say mine. Mine was when we did a job out for the city of Lubbock. That was the best job up to that point that I had ever been on, because we were going through a lot of growing pains. Management was changing. I was still learning a lot that I didn't know when it came to my organization and planning skills. They weren't as good as they are now. I used to forget tools a lot. That was a bad thing. That was bad. But Lubbock was when I first created a checklist, and I made sure I got all the tools. I ran it by my boss. What else do we need? This is what I have. Everything that's on this list is what.
Speak of the devil and I'm gonna say don't say it yet.
And never mind.
So the most memorable that I can share with Speak of the Devil and He Shall Arrive. No worries, Krillin. I wasn't doing my story. I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off. My most memorable moment was actually in the Austin Medical Center area. We're working on a hospital, Leo and I, and then we proceeded to get stuck in the construction elevator for 2 hours. But the main reason why I jumped in on that is because it is actually Krillin's birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh shoot, there's nothing in there.
Oh, I just dropped it in the box. I dropped mine in the box. Oh.
and a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2. Pop. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
To you. Yeah.
Oh, we were so excited that day because we were actually leaving early. So we're like, hey, we're going to get out of Austin before traffic. We're going to have lunch outside of
never
Austin.
works like that.
No, and we proceeded to get stuck. Luckily, we were in the shade.
I will say Austin traffic isn't as bad as I always thought it was going to be. We would leave at like 5 o'clock. It's like still like 2.5 hours, but it wasn't that bad.
Cool.
But that was when you were just like watching anime in the elevator, right?
Yeah.
You were just stuck there.
Yeah, there's a picture I have hanging on my cubicle wall, and it's of me, and it's a selfie me and him took sitting. At that point we were already sitting down in the elevator just waiting.
Yeah, I remember.
But-
no, that was a different picture. Never mind. I remember when you said a picture of Leo sitting on the floor and you just looked defeated.
Oh, yeah, that was one of those days that we were at a job site we didn't leave that day until 9 p.m. We were there all day. But yeah, there was other memorable as in good or bad. It's all in the eye of the beholder, my friend.
I know what Hector's gonna say. I know the story. I'll let him say it. I didn't finish my story.
I'm sorry, I cut him off.
Finish yours.
Finish your story. No, you go.
No, you go.
So in Lubbock, that was the first one we like planned for. So it was one of the first jobs that it was a job that didn't feel like a job because everything was planned for, everything was accounted for. There was a few hiccups, but we got it resolved in the first couple like hours or so, like 2 hours max. Then we really just, we had dinner. We're like having a good night. That was one of the best. I would say it's number 2 on the best steaks I've ever had. Triple J Steaks out in Lubbock. Shout out to you. Love you. Really good steaks out there. Who is this? And then that was the first time that I felt like an engineer because my boss had left back to San Antonio for a meeting with a huge client of ours that he needed to be present for, like in person. And of course, youngest guy, I don't get left in charge, but so I'm there and they're like, hey, we need this stream to our channel. And this is like the broadcasted channel. This is like television station. So I'm like, okay. Or I didn't say nothing because the person who used to work for us at the time was given that task. And he was just like, okay. And then he's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, what? If you don't know how to do it, he's like, I don't know. Let's call so-and-so. And I'm like, okay. And then he tried to walk me through it, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, can you call him? He's like, well, no, I don't want to call him. And I'm like, you know what?
So he didn't want to call and admit that he didn't know how to do it.
So you know what I did? I said, no more excuses. I am not going to call our boss again. I'm going to try to figure this out. It took me about 3 hours, and I went through the whole troubleshooting process. It would have taken my boss probably like 15 minutes. But I went through the whole process of troubleshooting, figuring out. Turns out because there was color bars on a particular channel, and I was like, oh, it's being fed a color bar feed. But in reality, there was no feed. There was that cable was dead. There was no reason for that cable to be there. So I put the cable in there and it worked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm an engineer.
You plugged it in.
Yeah.
And it worked. Nice.
Yep. I had to do a lot of troubleshooting and figure out the black magic stuff because I had never worked with what story are you thinking of? I got a bunch. When you got robbed.
Well, so much for the story.
So
He
just said the story.
and then that whole trip was just good food,
Good vibes.
working, good vibes for the most part. We had one of the best Airbnbs in Lubbock. It was the Chicago house. They called it that because inside everything was Chicago themed. They had a huge Chicago fluorescent sign. They had the bean in a painting. It was all Chicago themed, and it was one of the best. A pool table.
That's how you know that there's not much in Lubbock when the house is themed after another city. That's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, that is one of the few Airbnbs that are like, okay, when we go back, we're getting that one. Like before, it was best price. Nope, that one.
Chicago.
What is your most memorable moment, Sal? Or, I mean, not Raptorstrike 5.0.
So, a while ago when I worked at another company, so I was kind of in charge of like my own technicians, like the technicians out on the field. And
you were a manager.
yeah, I was the manager. So I was managing my techs, and then all of a sudden I get a call saying, "Hey, this insert bank president's name here is telling me that I should do this, even though that would basically open up their network to the internet." And we were like, "Yeah, it's not happening." So I got on the phone with him. He's like, "Why won't y'all do it?" I'm like, "Because that's think about it this way. You have a car, right?
No.
You have a car.
I saw that one coming a mile away.
I'm about to shoot a hole in your windshield. Are you gonna like that? No, right?"
He's like,
He's like,
you don't know me.
and he was like, "Yeah, but I want this to work." I'm like, "Well, that's too damn bad."
Too damn bad.
Damn,
So,
that was the first time you got to deny the loan of the bank a loan.
Basically, I was like, I felt good to tell the bank person no.
He told the bank no. Oh man.
But yeah, that was memorable for me.
Oh, memorable, eh? Yeah, I thought you were talking about that one because that was one of the big stories that you've told me, Hector.
Lorge.
How do you want to be remembered?
Hopefully not boring.
I'm pretty boring. I'm a very boring person. All this facade.
Facade. Fascia.
I want to be remembered as an inspiration. I want people to think of me and say, I was able to accomplish this because I saw him do something. Our biggest thing, like, our goal with Raptorstrike was never to become famous. It was to spread a message of like, life's too short. You just got to do whatever you want to do, and that's what we're I don't know. Because I said I'm boring. Thanks, Peter. Anyways.
Thanks, Peter.
Also, you're like an hour and a half late.
We are literally like 15 minutes away from ending the stream.
He goes, I know, so I don't have to watch the whole thing. No, but in all reality, one thing that I never had, going to school and all that was like someone that I looked up to be like, I just want to do what I want. Like I had the good, what is it? Mentors and like family support of like, you need to just work hard. And, I just, you need to work hard and you need to do this and you need to be successful. And that's good. But I didn't have the person to tell me like, just do it. If there's something you want to do or, my mom a lot was one of the persons I was like, just do what you want. But on the other hand of that is like, I want to be the next person. It's the that beacon of that guy just showed up and did whatever he wanted.
He just showed up and sent it.
Yeah, like I want to be the inspiration for people to be like, if he can,
You want to be a GIF?
if he can do it, I can do it. Basically. What about you, Sal?
Like I said, I don't want to be boring. I don't want to be remembered as boring.
Boring. Baninking.
What about you?
I don't know.
Your headstone's gonna say Joey,
Joey.
and that's it.
The Joey.
I wanna. I.
While you think of yours, Hero said, I want to be remembered as him or Himothy. I just showed up and piss excellence. Leo's looking for the Rizzler. It's
The
creepy.
Rizzler, can the Rizzler come to chat, please? Paging Mr. Rizzler.
Paging Dr. Rizzler.
Paging the doctor, the astronaut, the military man, the cook, the doctor. I already said the doctor. I just guess I want to be remembered as like. Okay, I know what it is. I don't know if it's gonna sound dumb or not, but I already know I am. So, not dumb. That defeats my point that I'm about to make. I'm stupid. I want to be remembered as smart, and I.
Well, that was a pretty dumb thing to say.
I want to be smart.
I want people to think Joey and think intelligence. I don't think I've ever used those two words in the same sentence ever.
But I think it was funny where I was like, "Oh, I just sounded dumb." Oh wait, that
is the opposite of what I want.
I want to be remembered for my intelligence. I genuinely do.
Hey, that Joey guy? Yeah, he's
Pretty smart.
Pretty smart.
I like
I like rocks. Yeah.
I want to remember for my rock collecting. The rock festival's coming up.
I want you to know, Joey, that if you die before me, I'm putting I like rocks on your headstone.
I like rocks. Starting off strong.
starting off strong.
He said, "I want to be remembered." Oh man, Joey equals smart.
Joey equals smart. What is up, Navek? The homie.
Oh man, I was. Peter says I was once asked if I would rather be famous or infamous.
Famous or infamous?
Our answer is smart.
I mean, to answer that, I would say,
Yes.
I would say infamous. I feel like infamous can be used as a good term, and not just.
Not in that definition.
I guess would that be famous then? I want to be.
What's the definition of
a
infamous?
powerhouse. I would like to. I mean, y'all know my goal. I want to own businesses and all that. I would want to be known as a powerhouse. So I don't know if that's infamous.
Power plant.
Plant. I want to be known as a mitochondria.
The powerhouse.
Does that make me the nucleus?
Just makes you dumb.
Okay, next question, Mr. Smart Man.
Mr. Smart Man.
I want to be remembered as smart.
Smart.
Genius, but it's misspelled.
Genius. Genus.
With a J.
Yeah, pretty much. Hold on.
I think that was the most we've laughed on a podcast.
No, it wasn't. It was the Shadow Man.
Oh, that one too. Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Infamous in American English. 1, having a bad reputation, a very bad reputation, notorious in disgrace or dishonor. 2, causing or deserving a bad reputation, scandalous, outrageous. So yeah, I don't think you could use the word
Infamous in a
that
good
didn't.
sense.
That wasn't very smart.
Shut up.
I'll tell you what it was. It was smart.
It was smart. I am sped.
Infamous is usually related with bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In case you haven't played the video game Infamous.
Did you ever play Infamous Second Son?
No.
That one was a work of art.
What happened to the first son?
The family disappointment. No, Infamous was a good game. I liked Infamous. But yeah, no.
I got the free one from the Sony hack.
Sal got it illegally. Yes, but I don't know. I think that wraps it up.
Is that your last question?
Yes, it is. Sal, give us a question. Go.
Question. Will y'all buy Raptorstrike merch?
I already did.
I already did.
I was the first one in line.
Same.
I got it straight off the press
Dude, I camped out like in the good old days of Black Friday
with the lawn chairs.
with a lawn chair in the tent.
It's like, yeah, it was hard out there. It's like, yeah, Joey punched me when I was coming up. I wanted it.
Joey was the only person in the room and he punched me.
Yeah, no. But yeah, Raptorstrike merch. Get it while it's hot.
Our website should be coming online soon. I mean, it's up. I just finished some stuff on it, and then I can.
Our goal is to have it up for 2024.
We need an accountant.
We need an accountant.
Really is what it is.
I'm not really a numbers guy.
But he wants to be remembered as smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Or new, not yet.
Coming soon.
So when it comes to the new stuff, a lot of those are a lot bigger, like shirts or jackets or like apparel. But those will come much later because we'd need a bigger following to actually give us reason to have stock of shirts.
That is why we kind of stopped on that, was for the kind of like, we want to get it, but at the same time, how long?
Who are we going to sell it to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was coming. I mean, like, there's other ideas for something smaller, some other stuff, but as far as shirt goes, I mean, that's still up in the air. Maybe we get new shirts for an event.
What would be something that the viewers that are in the chat right now, what's something that y'all, what's an idea for something for merch? Like, what's something y'all want? Someone's gonna say the banner in the background. I want the rug.
The carpet.
The carpet.
A hat.
You're gonna see all our stuff on the floor one day because somebody's gonna want the table.
Again. Everything has a price.
I'll sell you Joey. He's very smart.
Smart.
He's not a numbers guy, so I'll sell him cheap.
Flag.
Oh. So actually, Peter has Anime Texas flags, or is it Anime Texas, or is it Anime Texas flags?
I think it's anime_Texas_flags.
Okay.
So anime Texas.
He'll tell me. But they're actually very popular, and he has them on sale at Planet Otaku, which is on Pleasanton here on the south side. It's one of the smaller. Get a shirt that says Smart 2024 and a picture of Joey.
Yeah, that'll sell like hotcakes.
It'll sell like something, all right.
Hotcakes.
But I was talking with another Itasha owner, and he said he's from actually Port Arthur, and he's like, I've been wanting to go to San Antonio because there's a store there that sells flags, anime flags, and I'm like, I know the person that makes those flags.
I know the owner.
So it's a very, very small world, but great job, and congratulations really to you, Peter. I know your TikToks of the flag, one of your first flag designs, just blew up, and so I think that's really cool. And we need to sport one on the truck. Actually, no, it's too late. I was gonna say we need to get one in production so that way we can fly it at the next event. That not Raptors on the Ranch, but one of the next racing events, and then we can have the Raptorstrike Anime Texas flag in the back. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
The one with Joey that says Smart 2024.
Heck
Smart.
yeah. The smartest flag in the West. Anything tie up?
Again, just next weekend is actually the second annual Raptors on the Ranch, and I'm hoping to have a lot of fun there. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be available for it. That's the unfortunate part. I'm looking for the photo on my phone because I always lose it, or at least the note on my phone. Where is it? For other events for 2024, the next one's going to be in February, I believe.
February.
One day when I find it. That's what I get for having a bunch of stuff on my phone.
You need to delete pictures.
Yeah. I actually have like 20 something thousand photos on my phone. Let me see. The weekend of February 3rd and 4th, Alamo HeroCon is going to have a free event at the Wonderlands of Americas. So any of you cosplayers or people that just want to dress up in a costume and not be considered a cosplayer, which I don't understand why it matters, or if you just want to have some fun or you want to take the kids out,
Cosplay is a verb.
They're at America Wonderland of the Americas on Fredericksburg Road.
Circuit of the Americas.
Here in San Antonio. They will have their event, so there'll be a bunch of vendors, there'll be celebrities, and just fun. So I'm hoping to go on a Saturday. There won't be a car show this time because it is a different venue. From what I heard, possibly they're gonna see if we can get like a truck in the mall. So that would be really cool. Just to be like, hey, we've had a truck sitting in the mall before. But other than that, a big thank you to a lot of our supporters going into 2024 and even starting with us in 2023. CV Fabrication. If you can go over to their website, you can go through our Raptorstrike.net and look at the CV Fabrication tab. If you like anything on their website and you want to buy something, you can enter the promo code Raptorstrike for 5% off. Wrap Cuts by Jaws, they're a local San Antonio wrapping company that actually did the anime Raptor, which we race at Raptors on the Ranch. Ogavi's Jewelry, so if anybody's looking for something flashy to have on your fingers, your wrist, your neck, or whatever it is, or impress that certain someone with a gift.
Riz up your special someone.
With the trip to Ogavi's. Great hometown company and just great owners, and they're ones that want to create a relationship and not just sell you something, and that's something that I can really appreciate. Again, Raptors and Rifles, if you'd like to take a look at them, they are a non-profit organization that supports veterans, first responders, and active duty members, which is something that we support here at Raptorstrike, and it's actually something near and dear to us. Besides that, to you, the viewers, the subscribers, the commenters, the people that like, and unfortunately sometimes the people that dislike, we really appreciate
the ne'er-do-wells,
the smart ones, the dumb ones. The last 2 hours you had, quite literally, you could have done anything else in the entire world, but you decided to spend them here with us, and we really appreciate that. Happy New Year, and
Except you, Peter.
let's give 2024 our all, and we're just gonna blaze through this and have a great time, have a better year than we did in 2023. And again, happy birthdays to Leo, also to David, one of our first viewers of the channel. Could you imagine that their birthdays on the same day? But it's great to have everyone, and we really appreciate the support, and we cannot do this without y'all, to say the least. But with that, I will leave you with be cool and stay humble. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeet.